And this brings us to the next question, which says, illustrate how copper metal can give different products on reaction with nitric acid. Now, this is very interesting and very important. How? There are two classic reactions. If you have concentrated HNO3, if you have concentrated nitric acid, if it reacts with copper, you would get a different product. And if you have dilute nitric acid, you will have a different product. Why? Concentrated nitric acid reacts with anything usually. If it reacts at all, it will react, it will oxidize the other party and it gets itself reduced. Wow. What do you get? You get copper nitrate and you get reddish brown NO2 gas, and water is of course at times just free. What? Just look at this. Copper with 4 nitric acid give you this and 2H2. I hope this is balanced. Yeah, I believe it is. What about dilute nitric acid? Just imagine that, see, in concentrated you had lots and lots of nitric acid. Now if nitric acid is dilute, that means you don't have enough nitric acid. Can you imagine what happens? Copper reacted with some tiny bit of nitric acid, fine. And even if you get NO2, now NO2 itself will get reduced. Why? Because there is more copper, and since nitric acid is less, this product NO2 can react further. And you can get copper getting oxidized to copper nitrate. NO2 gets further reduced to NO. This is reddish brown. And NO is colorless. NO is colorless. Yes, it is paramagnetic and colorless. Just balance this. And you will have nitric acid, 4H2. How many NOs? You get 6 and 2, 8, 2 NOs. Yeah. This, my dear, is what you would obtain. Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. This is what you get. These are two standard NCERT answers. I am telling you two more possible reactions. If copper reacts with moderately concentrated nitric acid, somewhere in between very dilute and very concentrated, and you cool it also, cool the products, don't make it very vigorous, you get copper nitrate, yes, you get N2O3, oh my god, and you get water. Is that a possibility? Yes. And how much would that be? Around 2 Cu gives you around 6 nitric acid. You have 2 copper nitrate, 2 N2O3 and 3H2. This is also possible, but a relatively rarer reaction. Also, there is one more. If vapors of nitric acid are passed over heated solid copper, high temperature, red hot copper, you have vapors of nitric acid passing over it, well, you get copper oxide and you get nitrogen and you get water vapor. Oh my god, this is the case. Yes, this is the case. You find plus 5 goes to 0 and this is 2. So this is 2 and 5. Okay, you have 5 CuO indeed, and you have 1 H2O, and how much nitrogen? 1 nitrogen. That's it. This is balanced. Perfect. So you have 4 possibilities. Nitrogen coming down to plus 4, plus 3, plus 2 and 0 states. There are 4 ways in which copper can react with nitric acid, out of which you are expected to write only these 2 are the major ones. If they ask you this question, just give the violet answer. But the red reactions are also possible, and sometimes they may be asked separately. Of course, not in board exam. In other exams, it is a possibility. If they are there, at least you know all the answers.